Just got your hands on the new Redmi Note 15 Pro 5G? Well, this phone is an absolute beast with that IP69K water resistance that you can literally boil. But out of the box, it's not running to its full potential. In this video, I'll be telling you all the tips and settings you need to change. But first, I'm Captain Awesome, this is Geekception. You know where to hit. Now, did you know that this phone has a 400% volume boost, which is actually the first for any Xiaomi smartphone? Now go to Settings, find Sound and Vibration and tap on it. And here you'll find all of your sound settings, and something I like is that you can actually control your haptic feedback level. And if you tap on sound effects, you actually have Dolby Atmos here, which is fantastic. And you can even change your graphic equalizer depending on what kind of sound profile you like to listen to. And speaking of listening, when we listen to the speakers here, one thing I really like is just how this phone punches way above its price for the audio you're getting out of the speakers here. Now let's set up the 200 megapixel camera. And when we open the camera for the first time here, it will give you an option to access your device location. I suggest you tap while using the app. And then you see that it has gotten a new Pro Photo mode as well as a streamlined interface, which is nice to see, especially on a device of this price point. Now, because of that 200 megapixel here, you actually have the ability to go all the way to 4 times zoom. But take note that this is not optical zoom, which means it's digital, but hopefully some of the software might come in handy here. Now, if you swipe up from the bottom here, it will actually give you a settings menu. And if we're going to video mode, we want to change a few important settings here, such as your video resolution, which is at the top right, which we want to tap and select into 4K, which you get 3 options. So tap on 4K here. Next, let's go into the settings, and to do that is very easy. Just swipe down and then you'll find an option here. Tap on settings, and in this settings we want to go into video mode, so let's tap on video there. And I want to suggest you turn off auto frame rate, as this will seriously mess with your frame rate, especially in low light, and I suggest you turn it off. And if we go back into general settings right here, tap on preserve settings, and I want you to select camera mode, so that no matter what mode you are using, if you exit the camera and come back, it will have it saved. Now going into portrait mode here, and you can actually switch focal length, which is really nice here. And if we go into photo mode and we flip to the front camera, one thing I always do is disable all the beauty mode here, and I just turn it off because I don't want my face to be smoothened or any of that nonsense. We're keeping it real, y'all. Now, this phone has a massive battery, and Xiaomi says it can maintain 80% after 1,600 charging cycles, which, if you do the quick math, it's roughly 6 years of use. Go into your settings here, go into battery, find battery protection, and then enable it, which will cap your charging at 80%. But I think because this phone has such a big battery and those charge cycles that Xiaomi has told us, I'm going to leave this at the default, which is just smart charging, and I suggest you do the same as well. And if we go back into charging options right here, there's a wired charging mode, and of course you can keep it at standard, but because of how just good the battery life is here, I'm going to select speed up so that it will use the maximum charging speed here on this wonderful phone. Now under settings here, scroll up and tap on your battery, and here in battery settings you can actually tap on the current mode, and you have several modes here, such as performance mode, balance, battery saver, or ultra battery saver, which means that depending on what you want, so if you want a little bit more performance if you are gaming on this, or you want to save battery when you are at your last 1%, you know where to go to change this current mode. Here's something cool about the Redmi Note 15 Pro. It has 22.5 watt reverse charging, which means you can use that 6580 mAh battery to charge other devices, which is super cool. And one more battery tip, go back to the main settings page. Scroll up and tap on more connectivity options, then tap on printing right here, and then just disable both the system printing service and the Xiaomi home printing service, because most of us are not going to be using this and it's just running in the background for no reason. I'm not sure if it's going to give you that much battery life, but I like to disable it anyway. And this Redmi Note 15 Pro has a beautiful 6.8-inch display with 3200 nits of peak brightness, so let's make sure we're getting the most out of it. First up, let's unlock that buttery smooth display. Go into settings, scroll down and tap on display and brightness. Then let's scroll again and tap on refresh rate. And by default, it is set to, well, default. But we want to change this to 120 Hz, which gives you the smoothest experience, especially when you're scrolling through social media. So let's tap on custom, select the refresh rate here, and select up to 120 Hz. Since we are still here, let's tap on color scheme. And personally, I suggest you tap on advanced setting, and there is this little toggle here. So let's go into it. And depending on your taste, you might want to adjust the saturation here of your display, and you have way more control to be able to make your display look so much better here. And for me, I really like it very saturated, so I'm just going to crank it up a lot. And if we go back to your display settings right here, you actually have a sunlight mode where you can turn on, and when you are outdoors and you need to be able to see your phone, this will brighten up your phone so that you're able to see it in bright sunlight. Next, let's modernize how you navigate the phone. Under settings here, let's scroll up and select home screen, then scroll again and tap on system navigation, and I suggest you switch from buttons to gestures. And just like that, it's a whole lot cleaner. And since I'm giving you a tutorial anyway, to go home, you swipe up from the bottom there. To get your recent apps, you swipe and hold from the bottom and you get your recent apps here. And to go back, just swipe from the edges, either on the left or on the right, and it will take you back to the previous screen. And as you can see, this gives you way more screen real estate, and honestly, it just feels a whole lot more natural. Now going back to the settings here, and let's go back to home screen settings, tap on animation speed and changing from balance to fast. Now this just makes everything feel a whole lot snappier, as you can see right there in opening and closing apps, with the phone feeling a lot more responsive. Now if we go back to your home screen here, all of your icons are on the home screen, which can get cluttered, so let's change that. I want you to go back into the settings here, tap on home screen, and then tap on home screen again, which is the first option. And here we can select with app drawer. And now if we go back to your home screen, it will flash like it just did. And if you swipe up, you now have an app drawer here, which is fantastic, especially because I like the tabs at the top, or you can just swipe in between the different app categories that you have right here, which is fantastic. And we can take it a step even further, where if we go back into the home screen settings right here, make sure you disable place new apps on the home screen, so that when you install an app, it will not just dump everything onto your home screen right here, so that you can keep your home screen very clean. Instead, it will install into your drawer, which is exactly what we want. And since we're in the drawer right here, Xiaomi preloads all of this apps such as this Snake Zone.io or this Block Blast and all of this very apps that I'm sure you're never going to use. So one tip I suggest here is just to uninstall all of these very annoying apps that have been pre-installed on your phone. There are some apps I suggest you install here on this phone, starting here with Bitwarden, which is my password manager of choice. It is free, it is open source, and I hope you're not still using the same password you'd set when you were in high school. Next up is Next DNS Manager, which if you're using a Xiaomi phone, there's a high chance you're getting all of these unsolicited ads, and by installing this and configuring it, again, it is free. You're able to block all of the ads on a very system level, which I suggest you do. In fact, I'm a paying member because of just how nice I like this app. And another critical app I suggest you install is Blip, which is a file transfer app. Now, with this Blip app, you can actually be able to send files not just to other Android phones, but from Android to iOS to Mac to Windows to everything. I really suggest you download Blip. Next, let's secure your phone. Go into settings, scroll down and select fingerprint, face data and screen lock. And here you want to tap on fingerprint unlock. Choose your backup method between these three options. And before you register your fingerprint, you get this screen protector tip. And this phone does come with a screen protector, so please read this. And then just add your fingerprint here. And just like that, it is done. And while I added my right thumb, I suggest you add another fingerprint and select your left thumb so that you can be able to easily unlock with either thumb. And now when I lock the phone and place my thumb here, it unlocks super fast, which is a great feature that I like here on the Redmi Note 15 Pro 5G. Go to settings, scroll all the way down and tap on additional settings, then tap on one-handed mode, and here I want you to enable one-handed mode. Now if we exit settings and open an app like the gallery app, and you just tap and swipe down, you now have one-handed mode so that you can be able to get to your notification bar, for example, using just one hand. And if you want to get out of it, just tap on this and swipe up again. Or alternatively, if you swipe down, you can just tap in the empty space there for it to go back up, which is super convenient. Go into the settings, additional settings, which is all the way at the bottom here. Then scroll up and tap on floating windows. Then tap on side toolbox and it will open this. Then enable the sidebar right here. Now you get this pop-up on the left and you can slide it and you can scroll all the way down like this to reveal so many apps here. And if you tap on an app, it will open it as a floating window, as you can see right there. And if you tap and hold on the action bar right here, you can actually swipe to close it like that. You can also just swipe here, scroll all the way down, tap on the plus, and now you can actually add your own favorite apps there, which is fantastic. This is perfect, for example, replying to a WhatsApp message while watching YouTube. And a faster way to get into a floating window is very easy actually. All we have to do is go into the multitasking here, press and hold, and you can see the third option here. If we tap on that, boom, just like that, we have the floating window right here, which is great. You can move it like that. You can actually adjust the size. You can move it here. And if you tap on that, you can actually have all of the settings, either make it below or make it full screen, which is very nice. Here's how you can run two apps side by side. Open your recent apps by swiping and holding from the bottom. Now long press on any app and you'll see options appear on the left. Tap on the second one and now you get another option to select. So select your second app and just like that, you have your apps in split screen, which is fantastic. This is great, for example, if you want to watch a YouTube video while you are taking notes or while you are also doom scrolling another social media. I'm not going to judge you. Now what I like here is that you can actually adjust the size right there, which is fantastic. And if we go back into that multitasking view again, you can see that it has now grouped both of those apps as one app, which is great. And that also means you can just swipe it away like this, and then it will swipe out both of them. Next, let's talk AI features that are included with this phone. Now, the Redmi Note 15 Pro comes with Google Circle to search, and to bring it up, all you have to do is press on your home button or here on your gesture bar, and it will bring up Circle to search. And just like that, you're able to circle anything right here, and boom, it will search about that. And to view it more, you can just swipe up like that, and you can be able to see all of the things that the AI is able to give you context about from what is on your screen. And a nice way I like to use this is that if I pull it up, you can actually translate your screen by pressing this translate icon right there, which it will detect the language you have on screen and it will automatically translate it, which I use a lot. It's super cool. I suggest you try it as well. Now, if we go into the gallery app, there are some AI features here as well. And to see it, it might not be immediately apparent, but you have to enter into the edit mode by pressing on this second tab here. And if you've not done this before, you will need to tap on the icon at the top there, tap on manage plugins, and here you'll be able to download the models. I've already downloaded it right here, but for you, you'll get some options to install it. Make sure you do that. And when you go back here, you can then scroll at the bottom here, tap on create, and you'll be able to see some options here. Now, it does not look like it's AI options, but it is, trust me. Tap on erase, and now you'll be able to see the full options that you have here, such as removing objects, removing people, removing reflections, or manually. Now, if I tap on manually here and I just select these things on screen right now, you'll see that it is erasing it. And yes, it's not the cleanest, and I could have probably just, be a little bit more precise, but it is able to remove it here. And if you wanted to do this more clearer, you would need to, probably zoom in a bit more and be a lot more precise, as you can see right there. And not only can you remove objects, but you can also remove reflections, people. So give this a try if you've not already. And I'm really shocked how well it surprisingly works for a mid-range phone like this. Now, this bonus tip is for my power users out there. Now go to settings, about phone, then tap on HyperOS version 7 times. Make sure you enter your PIN, press next, and you'll see that you are now a developer. Now go back to additional settings, which is all the way down below here. And developer options should now be available here. Now this is where the fun starts. In developer options, scroll down here and find window animation scale. which is this one right here. And we want to set it to 0.5x right here for all of them. And now everything should feel even more faster than it is before. And congrats, you are now a developer. Finally, let's make this device yours. Go into settings, tap on about phone, then tap on device name, then change it to something personal like I've done here to reflect that Titan durability of this phone. Congrats, this is your phone now. And those are some of the essential tips for the Redmi Note 15 Pro 5G right here. And if this video helped you, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and drop me a comment letting me know what is your favorite tip. Or if I've missed any tips, also let me know down below. And most importantly, take care of yourself and text me when you get home so I know you got home safe. Until the next time, I'll be your captain of awesome. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to stay awesome. Bye. And thank you for making it all the way to the end of the video. Now, I've not uploaded in a while, as well as not just for videos, but shorts and all of that. I've just been obsessed with like vibe coding lately. And thankfully, I built myself like a website where I can like view everything. And it's so nice. But yes, hope you're doing well. I'm currently obsessed with Kingdom Come Deliverance. I've been playing that a lot, not on my Legion Go 2, but on my Xbox Ally X. That's the only console I found that it actually worked on. So I've been playing there, but please let me know what are some of the things you're excited about. And yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to leave #Kingdom Come so I know you made it all the way to the end of the video and you're awesome.